Well, well, well. I saw something on YouTube that kind of piqued my interest a little bit, but also piqued my skepticism. So there's a show that I used to watch a long time ago. One of my favorite shows, TV shows. And it's called How I Met Your Mother. I love that show. Barney, funny dude, funny dude. You got Ted Mosby. You got so many actors and actresses in this show that really made love feel magical, because this show, How I Met Your Mother, was all about friendship, love, and seeking out the true love of your life. And it's a show that makes me cry. I could watch it again if I had to. I would like to watch it with someone else. I watched it by myself, crying, wishing that I found love or true friendship like Ted Mosby and all his other friends. However, I'm a little high right now, so I can't remember every character's name. But I do remember the show and the details of the show very well. It was so long ago. But I saw that on YouTube, there's a new trailer for How I Met Your Father with Hilary Duff in it. Now, I'm a little skeptical just seeing Hilary Duff's name in it. This is why. Not that I have anything against Hilary Duff. I'm a fan of her Disney days. Lizzie McGuire, the movies, some of her music. But I don't know how I feel about her being the main face of How I Met Your Father, a supposed spin-off of the show. Before we even get to the trailer, I saw this article to see how it even connects. And according to this article on people.com, I'll put the link in the description, everything we know about How I Met Your Mother spin-off series, How I Met Your Father. How I Met Your Mother spin-off series, challenge accepted. Well, I hope you fucking live up to that challenge. Nearly 8 years since the beloved CBS comedy starring Josh Rodden wrapped it. I honestly just really want to know how it's just connected to How I Met Your Mother. According to a release, the series described as a story that catapults us back to the year 2022, where Sophie and her close-knit group of friends are in the midst of figuring out who they are and what they want out of life and how to fall in love in the age of dating apps and limitless options. Okay, so it's a spin-off kind of like nowadays with online dating and so many choices, how annoying it could be. The long-running CBS hit, How I Met Your Mother, chronicles the eventful happenings of Ted Mosby, and his journey to find love as a single man, The show is told through a series of flashbacks, Duff reveals that the spin-off connects to the original series, telling Sirius XM it does tie in, and hopefully we'll have some fun guest appearances from the original cast. As a huge fan of How I Met Your Mother, I'm honored and even a little nervous that Carter and Craig would trust me with the sequel of their baby, Duff said in a statement. Yeah, better not fuck it up, Duff. Better not fuck it up. Okay, so I guess somewhere in the show is going to reveal, how it all connects. However, just looking at the cast, there's too many white people, too many light-skinned people, too many people who I feel wouldn't really, I don't know, like the first show, understandable for its time, the way, the year, the era, the characters in that show pulled it off really well. They are really known actors by this point. And that show kind of helped them in their career. However, just looking at this group of close-knit friends with Hilary Duff in this picture, I'll probably put the picture for you. I don't feel like it's diverse enough. And I already got a problem with that, because if you're doing like a modern spin-off of How I Met Your Mother, I feel like you should be a little bit more diverse in your cast. And even attack certain aspects, because if it's going to be in New York, which is, I'm assuming, because that looks like the Brooklyn Bridge in the background, you know, you should have some hood aspects in there. Why always everything got to be so whitewashed? And by whitewashed, I mean like, you know what I mean by whitewashed. Like, there's no real connection to culture and like how culture and environment affects us when it comes to dating and finding true love. Understand? So I don't know. So let's see the trailer. Let's see the trailer. IGN released it. Let's see the trailer.
This is the story of how I met your father. It was hard to live in the moment in 2022. There was always someplace else you could be, someone else you could be with.
I know this might sound crazy, but I've been on 87 Tinder dates this year. My last date was the worst one yet.
I was on another date before this, and I just had sex.
He told you that? Why would he tell you that?
That's not even the worst part.
But that doesn't really happen.
This is the best place ever.
Repeat after me. Today is the first chapter of my next great love story.
Today is the first chapter of my next great love
story.
Oh my
You must be Sophie. It's a real pleasure. Oh my God.
Screw being mature. Yes, we can still make bad choices for a few more years.
This is the best night of my life!
When you tell the story in the future, just promise me you will change that part.
We live in confusing times.
Valentina, you are completely insane.
Oh,
I am very into it.
It's really hard to meet someone and connect and have it feel easy. You gotta get back out there sometime.
Yeah, ever since Meredith dumped you, I've been spending $50 a week on Kleenex.
Because you're crying? Or because you're going to town on yourself?
Crying.
Bro.
Both.
Together we will take this city by storm. We are not afraid of you, New York.
We're the bravest people in this city. I'll drink to that.
You see my face, right? Look, I saw the show years ago, and I can already tell by this trailer, they are copying way too many fucking things from the other show. Like, too many of the same jokes. Like, it's mad cliche. This is why I'm saying, like, they should have went more diverse. More diverse. You know what would have been better? You had some black people in it, you know? And the main character's a black woman, How I Met Your Father. You get me? You get me? Why you gotta pick another, like, white person's perspective on love? Like, and then just aspects, just looking at the trailer, I can already predict that there's gonna be aspects of the show that are gonna annoy the shit out of me, because they're direct copies or imitations of the last show. And, like, there's too many unrealistic things. Like, in the first show, like I said, it was the first one, original. You can go crazy with something like that. But this one, you gotta bring something different. Like, it feels too similar. You even have, like, a dude that reminds me of Barney already. Like, why you gotta be white? Why so many white people? Not that I got anything against, you know, white protagonists in shows when it works. However, when it comes to this specific show, unless it's a spin-off where, like, you know, it's one of his kids or something like that, I can understand. But at the same time, like, if you're trying to do something different, I would go really different, you know? Not just, like, why couldn't you have a cast with, like, Spanish, black, white, like a group of people? Because most groups of New Yorkers anyway are more diverse now anyway, you know? Even a gay, I hope there's a gay person in one of their friends, just so that you can show, you know, how even more difficult it is for gay people. You could have used Grindr, the concept of Grindr, how gay people, you know, hold around with Grindr and never can find true love. It's harder for them. especially when it comes to online dating. There's so many things, and I feel like I don't see none of that. None of that. Like, I would have, being such a big fan of the first show, I would have already thought of those ideas if you're trying to do a modern dating show that shows off like things that people struggle with in this time, and 21s, the 22s, the 20s, the 19s, like, and you should have like a gay person or a lesbian or a black person, Spanish person, because everybody in New York, like, everybody has like a different perspective, and you can make fun of so many different sides of it when it involves family, friendship, online dating. I'm very disappointed. Just watching the trailer, I'm already disappointed. It seems very cliche. It seems very, very imitated. I don't like it. I don't like. I don't mind some imitation if there's enough difference, but I don't see enough difference in this show compared to the last one, and it feels like a reboot, honestly. I don't know. I might not even watch it. Maybe I'll watch the first episode. I do have Hulu, so maybe I'll watch like one episode or two, see if it grows on me. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Just looking at the trailer, I doubt it. There's just too many things in there. Just saying. Nothing against Hilary Duff or Josh Peck, because I know them both. Seen a lot of things with them in it. But for this show, they could have stayed in it, but you could have made all the other like actors and actresses more diverse and cultural. You get me? So, yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. So, peace out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I would really much appreciate it. Peace out.